Hi everyone and welcome to the weekly video. In this weekly video I'm going to talk about the crude oil, about the US market, about the DAX, what's the Fed do, what the government do, the coronavirus of course, and then show you the chart and see what the charts say. Basically last video I say market is going to go up. This is what's happened this week, and let's see in deep what expected for next week. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start with the coronavirus cases. So as you can see, cases jump, so it's become more worse, more people are infected. You can see the chart going up. Most of them in the United States. The United States has basically passed China, and Italy passed China. So this is not the best news for those countries. So you can see here all the rest. So basically it's become worse and worse. In China we got a slowdown, really slowdown. Wuhan city, when the virus just started, basically now they remove all the lockdowns, they open the city. So it looks like China is winning the virus, but United States we got a big breakout of cases, and I'm going to show what now basically the government, the Fed, and all the rest is doing with this to fight the maybe drop that can come in the stock market. Actually they already stopped it, but let's show you. So in this video what we care is the price. What we want to speak about is the price, where price is going to be. So with the coronavirus that I just showed you, on Friday, because of the coronavirus of course, the government of the United States approved $2 trillion virus rescue package, which is the biggest in the history of the United States package of rescue when stock are fall or when market is fall. So it's expected to bring big up move in the next week. Now if you look on the market on Friday, you see that market fall on Friday. So all the week it was go up very big up movement, and on Friday it make a down movement. So why they approve this biggest in the history package and still market on Friday go down? It's because President Donald Trump signed the $2 trillion stimulate package just after market close. Okay, it's the largest AID package in the US history, and one that many people will go a long way to ensure the economy bounce back quickly from the expected recession. So basically what is expected next week is market to go up, and this is because again money here is it's a money game, and 2 trillion, biggest in history, should affect the market of course. So even before the government approved the package and before Trump signed on this package, we saw the Dow make the best day since 1933. So now after we approve it and decide on it after market close, basically we're going to see the effect next week. This is what expected anyway. So again, now let's talk about the Fed. What the Fed do to fight the coronavirus? So if you remember last video, I showed you that Fed going all in to save the economy. So let's see it and what does it mean. Okay, so since the Fed start to send money to the repo market, for the first time there was no bids for the first time. Okay, he basically every day put 500 billions. Okay, and in last Friday, only 6.75 billion out of possible 500 billions were submit and accepted. What does it mean? That Fed actually pumped in trillions of dollars, and we got the package from the government. So again, big support now in the market. Okay, so after we speak about the fundamental, let's see the chart, see what the chart say. So here you can see the Dow Jones weekly chart, NASDAQ daily chart, S&P 500 weekly chart. So first of all, let's start with the NASDAQ in the middle. So we got here this trend line, we got the 800 moving average, which I speak a lot about this 800 moving average. I say, as you can see in the arrow, that price will go to touch the 200 moving average. So this is the first target, and then or it will go to test again the low, or it will just go to a new high. So let's see how it's developed. So anyway, you can see market didn't success to close under the 800 moving average for a lot of days. Then here a false breakout, and boom, 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 market going up. So this Friday, before they approve the support deal, the $2 trillion support package. So I believe next week it will go up and get to the 200 moving average, where we're going to close a profit with all the rest as well. So S&P 500 here. So price touched the pink line, which is the 400 weekly moving average. I send in our group, I send a photo that it's need to go up from here when this blue candle was red. So it go from the 400, touch the 200 moving average. Next week properly will open, go a little bit down, touch the 300 moving average, and then go up to a new high. Now when it break above the 200 moving average, so it may go to a new all-time high. So next week can go a little bit down, then go up, make a breakout, and set basically all the power that's need to go to a new all-time high. So this is what can happen in the S&P. Bad case is when it will go down to test this 600 and 800 moving average. Unlikely to happen, because what the Fed do, because the package of the United States government, $2 trillion, the best and biggest in history. So they will not just throw up this money. So basically a big up move is expected. Here on the Dow Jones, the same like the S&P. So it go a little bit, make a sneak attack under the 400 moving average weekly chart, and make a blue weekly candle. Let's see the DAX. Okay, so DAX, as expected, which was the biggest test of the uptrend. So it get actually to the weekly chart 800 moving average. So last week it was like this, and I say, listen, it's going to go up. 800 moving average, very strong. So boom, market go up, make a very nice up move. Also here was on the last Bollinger Band, so this was also tell me that you need to go up. Now let's delete the Bollinger Band. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so I delete it. So and now next week basically probably will go down, touch the 600 moving average, and then go up to get to the 400 moving average and even to the 200 moving average. Now big money that's buy in the 800 moving average target this 200 moving average. So actually the position was buy here, take profit here, and stop loss can be 142, 121, doesn't matter now, but this was the position. So again, market expected to go up and get to this 200 moving average, and from there you see the the movement to a new all-time high is not big at all. Okay, another tool that suggests the next movement is an up move is engulfing candle. Now, what is engulfing candle? Engulfing candle is when one candle make more higher and more lower price than the candle before it. So in this example, the blue swallow or eat the red because his high is more higher than the red candle high, and his low is more lower than the red candle low. So this candle make more higher and more lower price than the red before him. So this blue candle is engulfing or swallow or eat the red before him. So usually what's happened, next candle will start, will go down, okay, touch around here this high price of the red candle, then it will go up and turn to be another big blue candle. So this is what usually happens with blue engulfing candle. So what can happen more is we will have here some additional red candle. Again, we'll receive support from around here, and then the next one will be a big blue candle. So anyway, when we got this blue engulfing candle, like you can see on the green square here, so usually the next movement, if you wait 4 candles, will be a new high to this blue candle. So on the daily chart, it is the NASDAQ daily chart. Let me delete all object. Let me delete all the rest, the moving average. So let's say we see this is now naked chart with no indicators on it. So you can see here this candle, this blue candle, make more higher and more lower than the red before it. So this is the high of the red candle, and this is the high of the blue candle. So the blue candle make more high than the red candle high. The low price of the blue candle is lower than the red candle low. So this red candle is engulfing candle. This blue candle is engulfing candle. So next movement, actually, when next week this one need to receive a new high, and this is the distance of this from the high to the low. So it suggests that market will go up in the NASDAQ to price 8,500, okay, because it's need to break the high of the blue engulfing candle and make the same distance of the blue engulfing candle to the upside. So this is actually what the engulfing candle say. So it's another tools that suggests next movement going to be an up move. Now, if you ask yourself, this engulfing candle is a powerful tools, not powerful tools. So I will show you the last 2 engulfing candles, okay? So this one, okay, on the top, we got red engulfing candle. This red candle make more higher and more lower than the blue before him, and then boom, we got the crash. So this engulfing candle approve that's going to be a down movement, and the last blue engulfing candles that I see is here. So this blue candle make more high and more low than the rate before him, and boom, we got a few days of an up move after it. So usually they work, not all the time. So here we got another engulfing candle that make additional down movement. This one was a blue engulfing candle. So if I will take is distance from the high to the low, I will duplicate it. So as you can see, when you get to the take profit market down, I'm not going to teach it too much, but just saying that it's a powerful tool when we see it on the daily chart, and now it suggests for an up move. Okay, I want to talk about crude oil. Let's do a quick review of the crude oil. Basically, all over the week was news that Russia not love this oil low price. They say price need to be between 45 to 55. I suggest you to look on the last video. I say that UK to produce oil, it cost them 44 US dollar. And Saudi Arabia, it's cost them $10. United States between 24, 26, depend. But in this low price, a lot of country and even Russia got problem with this price. We can see news that talk about how Trump can save the US oil market. Why is that? Because actually US companies can go out of business because of this lower price. So again, most of the US company to produce oil and make profit, they need at least it will be $30 for a barrel of oil, and now price of course is lower than that, so this is a problem for them. So 70% of United States companies that work with oil can go bankrupt if the oil price will not go up. So it's need to go up not in a long time, and soon I will show you it on the chart. Now I just want to remind you that this is an election year, okay? So Trump won before the election, market go up, crude oil companies will not need to fire all the workers and be in a big problem. So he got the power to make the crude more stability, and above 30, above 44. So there is a lot of power if it's Russia, if it's the United States, if it's other countries, even the UK, and even Saudi Arabia, which make this down movement. They all actually want that eventually market price of the crude oil will go up. So let's go to the chart now. Okay, so this is the crude oil. By the way, because today I show you what is engulfing candle, you can see here on the top a red engulfing candle. This candle make more higher and more lower than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, around 10 candles. So it was a very powerful engulfing candle, and then market fall like a crazy. So here we got the gap that's still not closed. This red candle not real actually. Here was a gap. So market basically on Friday test this line of support, and it didn't success to close under it, so it's kind of a triangle that we can see. So what is expected again is market even next week, 2 weeks, I don't know exactly the time, will go up here to touch this moving average and also close the gap here. Again, because of the fundamental, because of price of oil is so cheap now, a lot of companies buy crude, put him on the side and wait for market to go up to sell it and make profit. Now our plan for the crude oil, as you know, buy from 20, okay, buy from 10, stop loss on 0, and also position for 30. So 1, 2, 3 position, and when it go up $20 from 10 to 30, from 20 to 40, from 30 to 50, we close profit. Now our actually target now is when market will close the gap here on 40. This is the best deal on the capital market now, because when you can hold crude oil to zero, it means you cannot lose on the crude oil, and profit is 100% guarantee. Just need time and way to take it. The best deal in the market, and I repeat this is the best deal now on the capital market. Okay, Euro Canadian dollar. So I want to talk about this forex market instrument. So we got here head, shoulder, and another shoulder. Again, expected to fall even around 42. We wait to close profit in 15000 round number. So in this round number we got a weekly gap that's still waiting to be closed. Okay, there is here a gap. So head, shoulder, shoulder, very nice pattern. Needs to go down and even clear all this up movement. But I wait here. Here we will close it more 500 pips down. Very nice trade. Every day that's passed, we get paid on the swaps. So if it will take 10 days, it's another 10 days that will receive swaps, and the profit is again waiting around here. Okay, weekly chart. So you can see here it's more clear to see the head and shoulders. So this is one shoulder, this is the head, and this is shoulder number 2, and market need to fall and close the gap that there is here. So again, look on it, very easy to identify head, shoulder, and shoulder. Okay, again, EuroCAD weekly chart. So you can see here on the top the Bollinger Band, but what I want you to see is the 400 moving average, the pink line. Last time market, go down, touch the 400 moving average, and boom, make this big up movement. So the 400 moving average in the weekly chart is very strong. I just say it so you will know the S&P 500 support can be again makes such a big spike up. Here is the S&P 500 again on the pink line, received the first blue candle, but easy can make another blue candle and even go to a new high. Last instrument for this weekly video in the forex market is the AUD CHF. So we make a huge sneak attack. It delayed here a lot of people here lose money when this make the down movement to the last Bollinger Band. Then it go up and actually need now to continue to go up around here. It's a big up movement. It will take, of course, time. You can see it also on the weekly chart. Again, I believe we will get to 65. And this is the minimum for this trade, and even go to test the 200 or the 300 moving average here. Okay, Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin, basically, as you know, we buy it with the build system. We got position from price 4,000, we close it above 6,000, we make profit, we close the position, was a nice trade. Again, Bitcoin here, clear a lot of people as well, receive some support from here, from this trend line here, so it doesn't success to close it. I don't believe Bitcoin will go such a low, all the world will bite. So now I think Bitcoin going to test this line here. I don't love MetaTrader lines, but it's actually around here. So this is the Bitcoin. If it fall, we will buy it again. When you get to these numbers, 5,000, we can hold it to zero, like in the crude oil, and this is very good. Stochastic bottom window indicator show it's on the bottom, so it's still on support, still need to go up. Again, let's see how this develop. Okay, so that's it for this weekly video. I hope, as always, that you enjoy it. I find the top in the S&P 500. Now maybe I find the bottom. So I was right in the last video that I say market need to go up. I think still, as I show in this video, it's going to go up. The virus is very bad. Trump going to open the market after the Easter holiday. Okay, basically say this virus is not worse than other flu that we got. It's cost too much to the economy, so we're going to open the market as usual. Let's see how this develop. But anyway, this is what I think on the market. The best deal now is the crude oil. We will wait a little bit, we will close profit, and then start, find the new positions. That's it. Have a very good week.